Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Reddit's Craft Corner. How's everyone doing? I am actually okay. A little banged up. I'm really good. Let me start in the chat. Don't you dare tell me connection loss.
Told me that too a little while ago. Like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. Not happening. I already paid for the thing, so I should not be connection lost. Hello, everyone. Hi, Audie, if you're there, please say hi. I have something to show you. Hopefully you're here. What's this? So, I'm on. I barely have a voice, but I have a voice. Trust me, the last 2 days was worse. Long story short, I ate something that I should never have eaten. Well, not that I never eaten, but I should not have eaten too much of. Let's just say I got violently sick. Was sick for how many days? Well, for one day. It was for one day. It was one whole evening when I got sick. I couldn't seem to stop. And it was not just through one end, it was through both ends, which was fun. Not. Well, anyway, doing one of these episodes, I was too weak. I was trying to do the loo. A long story short, I fell really hard, and I'll show you the end result. I usually don't show my face. Yeah, it's pink in the snowflakes, and there's everything like that. But I'm explaining the situation that happened. So yeah, I was really, really sick. Jeff can vouch for it. He watched me be violently sick. Honey, on my crochet stuff over by the bed is my glasses. Could I please have them? And yes, I have a little hard time talking at the moment, but I'm going to try and talk through this. I'm fine.
Perhaps you should cut it short.
No, I'll be fine. I'm only going to do it for about 2 hours, and that's it. I'm not going to do it for 3 hours. 2 hours only. I'm still recovering after that whole ordeal. So I'm going to be working on snowflakes. So there's pink snowflakes here. Yes. Ah, yes. I can see them now. Okay, let's see. Let's do the equal sign. So anyways, long story short, I can show it later to you, Audie, if you'd like. I can show you exactly how damaged I became. It's quite an ordeal. That's all I'm going to tell you. Even my husband thought it was quite an ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't too happy about it. Yeah, well, it wasn't a stomach bug, but was no food poisoning. What happened is my husband made a beautiful, don't get me wrong, I love his eggs. And he asked me to come and help him. And he kept putting xylitol in. Okay, I have no problem with xylitol. You know I don't. But this time was a different story. This time was a different story. Anyway, I was like, I felt it was too much xylitol, if that makes sense. Jeff tried it. He even got a little bit wonky from it. Mm-hmm. Both of us got wonky. Well, long story short, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking through things. Anyways, long story short, I got wonky from it, and he got wonky from it, but I got more wonky from it, if that makes sense. Anyways, long story short, xylitol's not good for you in too many quantities. That's all I'm going to say. Too much xylitol is not good for you. Trust me on that one. Hello and welcome to Rifkin's Corner, everyone who came in and then left. I said I was just going to be doing the snowflakes of the DP, which means diamond painting. So yeah, it was a little wonky. And he was making the special fluffy, it's called fluffy, he called it a sweet, what was it called, honey?
It was a sweet fluffy omelet.
It was a sweet fluffy omelet. Oh, my thing is sketchy. Sketchy? Okay, let me check and see what's going on. Okay, that's not it. Is it working better now? Hello? Is it better? Okay. Well, I'll try and talk in my normal voice. Kind of hard at the moment. I warned you that my voice was a little bit off at the moment. Sort of, kind of, yeah. So, xylitol in itself is good for you, but in small quantities. So, we put way too much xylitol in that egg. Anyway, he said it was a sweet egg. Well, it was overly sweet. Too sweet. I would say, within an hour or within 45 minutes of eating it, I became violently sick. That's what happened. I became violently sick. I was throwing up. I could not stop. And later on, it went both ways. Not just the top, but the bottom. So it was so fun. Mm-hmm. Well, when I was so tired of all the, throwing up, I was so weak from it all. And I was trying to go to the bathroom because I had to throw up again. And long story short, I fell. I don't normally show people my face. So, Audie, I'm going to ask you a question. Would you like to see the end result of my face at the end of this? But you would have to have an invite. That's all I'm going to ask. So I don't show my face to everybody. You, I trust. No, I'm using my face. Yes, no, maybe. I look really horrible. That's all I'm going to tell you. Really, really horrible. Don't I dare?
You look fine, dear.
I feel
But
like
yes,
I look really
the
horrible.
bruise under your chin from where you face planted is probably not.
The most.
I mean, I know you like the color blue.
I don't like black. I don't like black and blue. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do Y next, which is excellent because I have Y right in front of me. I'm comfortable showing it to you, but I won't show it right now. Is that okay?
Not live, anyway.
Not live. No one's going to see what I look like right now live. No, I'll be okay enough to talk to you for a little bit. I just want you to see the damage. I'll be fine though. You know I will. Yeah. I've been resting and yeah, long story short, my husband's been making me rest.
Mm-hmm.
I have been very tired and I've just been resting. Okay, we're doing Y's. How's that Y? Okay, it said Y, but the Y is a different color. It's weird. Show you. Come on. Close. Okay, explain this to me. Why is the Y right there a different color to the Y right here? But it's still a Y, right? Am I seeing that right? So we're doing the Y. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to speak. I wanted to just show you the end result. It's so nice to have long nails now. So I guess it's still the same Y. Maybe. That's what I thought. So it has to be this Y. So yeah, it's a interesting predicament of a Y. It'll be fine. There we go. Then we'll do W's after this one. I want to get all the Y's out of the way, if that makes sense. So at the moment, I have a slight fat lip. It's not a joke. A tooth was removed, meaning
It was already.
it was majorly
It was already
loosened.
cracked.
It was already cracked, but it was loosened.
Mm-hmm.
No pain, but it was removed.
Can't recommend this method.
Don't never do that method ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. While I was sick, I kept screaming no. I kept screaming it instead of just the normal. I'm like, I can't do anymore. I can't do anymore. My body can't take anymore. My body just kept going. Jeff wished he was awake to have helped me at that time. I was so weak from all this being sick.
Yeah, well, I had to sleep.
I know. And I wasn't angry with you, baby. But yeah. It wasn't a fun time.
No.
And it was actually, believe it or not, your guys' New Year's Day. I was sick. It was New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, and it wasn't our New Year's Eve. Although I don't celebrate New Year's, but I'm just saying. I was that sick.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Just like Jeff said, Happy New Year. Hope you had a lovely New Year.
On the other hand, we probably did have a lot of. There is one thing we had in common with a lot of New Year's Eve celebrants. We were feeling sick.
Mm-hmm.
And for a very similar reason. Theirs is alcohol poisoning, though. Ours was kind of food poisoning, if you want to look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Even Jeff didn't feel well. He didn't have it bad to where he was throwing up, but he was close, weren't you, dear? He was close. He even told Dad he needed the bucket, just in case. It was bad. It was so bad. So we were discussing something with each other, and we're like, okay, next time, we're not going to go through that again, are we? So, yeah, I lost part of my. Okay, my back tooth was giving me jip anyways, but part of it broke off, and now it can completely close in if it wishes. Feels like it's trying to. Oh, boy, that was so much fun. That's what happened on your guys' New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. I was sick, sick, sick. Um, I'm feeling better now. It's been about 2 days. Yesterday I was feeling better, but I went through Jeff would call it a healing sleep, where I just slept and didn't care what other people were saying. I was that tired from it all. It took about 2 days to recover, but the after effects are enduring, very enduring. Welcome to Rifty's Crack Corner. I hope you're having a lovely day. To the person who came in, don't know who it is. I can see Helen. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I hope your New Year's was good. Mine wasn't, but that's okay. Although I don't celebrate New Year's, I celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah was lovely until I got sick. So I'm finishing up this diamond painting I started about 3 weeks ago, I believe. Yes, they are little itty bitty diamond paintings, but they're still diamond paintings no matter what. So I'm going to be making this into something later. It's supposed to be a keychain, but the keychain does not look like a keychain. It looks like something else. Can you see what I'm doing? I might need to bring it down a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing. I was thinking of actually doing crochet today, but then I was like, nah, not today. Okay, I'll do this one next since it's closest to just this many wise. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. The other one's X's. Yeah, X's. Okay. Maybe that's what this color was. It's supposed to be an X and not a Y. But it says Y. Okay. Exactly, Audie. Exactly. We have to recover first from after situations. My lip looks horrible. Black and blue. It is fat. Not joking. When I say fat, I mean I got a fat lip. My chin looks horrible. Jess says I still look beautiful, but I'm like, yeah, okay. Keep saying that, dear. I love you too, but I don't look beautiful. Not right now. I know I don't. But he's trying to make me feel better about it all. And he's a wonderful husband. Yeah, it did knock. It did knock the one tooth that was trying to knock out. Anyways, it did knock that out. I'm actually quite happy about it because I have no pain. No pain at all in my teeth anymore. Just a little bit of pain, but that will go away. The pain I have right now with that one is just a slight, I don't know how to explain this. It's not a dull ache or anything. It's just like a little twinge here or there, but it's gone most of the way. If that makes sense. We're right now doing Y's. So I'm wondering if that other one was supposed to be an X and not a Y. But it came out as a Y. I don't care. I think it still looks pretty. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. That's all I'm gonna say. Very interesting. I did do gaming on Monday. I did do that. That was fun. We're getting closer and closer to that one day we've been aiming for. Hopefully we'll get it there soon. And what is going on the TV in Dad's room?
Oh, there's probably some New Year's Day or whatever celebration that they pre-recorded. Because I've heard them singing Advance Australia Fair before, which is the national anthem.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, well, so it's either that or a big sporting event that's the opening for. Okay, it's not unusual, as you know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so it's either more likely a New Year's Day thing that Dad didn't watch live and the news is showing now.
Maybe.
That's the most likely possibility, or as I said, sporting event. You know, cricket season.
Yeah, I know. Crickets. Yeah, cricket season. Over here in Australia, we do cricket. Yes, they have footy, but they do more cricket than they do footy.
Well, both actually.
They do both.
Oh yeah.
I think they learned footy. They learned about footy because of America.
Incorrect.
No, really.
They do not use. We don't play gridiron here.
True, we don't.
We do not play American style football.
No.
Rugby league is an English invention. Believe it or not. More specifically, Wales.
Mm. So yeah. So back to what I was saying. I had also damaged my knee with that fall. It could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't.
Could have been avoided completely if you'd woken your husband up and said, "Honey, I need help."
I was trying to get to the bathroom as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting the pail and I was trying to throw up as fast as I could. I kept screaming. Oh, Myrtle.
Yeah, I heard you.
I kept screaming, no, I don't want to do this anymore. not
I heard
fun.
you scream after you hit the floor.
Yeah.
That got me out of bed.
Yep. So it'll take a while for my fat lip to go away. And it's black and blue, by the way.
So, note to self, do not hit the floor.
I don't know what I hit. I just know I was so weak after that whole situation. Wasn't the most fun thing I ever been through. But yeah, I think I bit my lip. I don't know what exactly happened. And my chin underneath my lip. That's where I was bleeding. So that was fun. I hope you guys know that wasn't fun for me. I'm just trying to say it's sarcastically. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was not fun. I'll tell you that. I'm just saying that was fun, as in being sarcastic about it.
Yes, looking to have fun this year? Don't try this.
Don't try this. You won't enjoy it.
Recommended against by 10 out of 10 people.
Uh-huh.
Except those idiot masochists.
It actually looks like someone punched me or something in the lip and on the chin, doesn't it?
Well, dear, I assure you, if somebody had that, you wouldn't be the only person with a blue mouth. And they'd be a whole lot worse off than you are.
Oh yeah.
But when I get started, I don't stop that easy.
No, you don't.
Of course, you only know that from the stories I tell you.
No, I believe it. But I don't need this white. Come on. Out. Out. Thank you. So anyway, long story short,
Yeah, never do this. That's the long story short.
never do this. So it's taken a while for my lip to heal. My word.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few Y's here, so I'm going to work on the Y's. Yeah, a few Y's. Definitely a few Y's. So yeah, I was really quite sore.
Mm-hmm. Don't recommend it at all.
Yeah, Audie goes and says, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you bleeding for? About 3 hours?
Yeah, it was really...
You were dabbing up bits of blood for 3 hours.
Yeah, it was bleeding for about 3 hours.
Absolutely unreal.
Oh, it was underneath the lip. Like right, I don't know how to explain it.
And it's not like you're a hemophiliac or anything. You got standard blood clotting.
Oh, it's clotted now. It stopped. But it was a deep one, wasn't it, babe?
I think if you'd gone to the hospital, they would have put about 3 or 4 stitches in it.
Yeah. We agreed not to.
Well, it was up to you.
No, we agreed not to a long time before this happened.
I've never once stopped you from going to the hospital.
Well, I know. But I don't trust them anymore. They've lost my trust with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're wondering what that's all about, my husband got damaged really bad at his work one time. We're right now in a battle,
Legal battle.
a legal battle, because of what happened to him at his work. They're trying to bring back old damage, saying that he did old damage, and the old damage is not new damage. But there was new damage. Even his doctor proved there was new damage. Well, long story short, they're trying to get out of it. They won't get out of it, but they're trying. Aren't they, dear?
They are, yeah. We got some nice confirming news, but don't tell anyone the amount.
No. We got a nice confirming news that is positive. We just have to wait until we go to the real courts.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't think we were going to go to court. They wanted to get it all done.
Yeah, sweep it under the rug.
Sweep it under the rug like they always did. Not this time. So, long story short, we'll be going to the courts. We don't know exactly when, but we will be.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Correct, yeah.
So let's see. What else can I talk about other than being sick? Or before that whole ordeal, I was doing really good. I was doing everything I was supposed to do, and I was actually starting to do some other type of work. I've got a new thing I'm going to try out for my like dragons or whatever I make. I have a new thing I'm trying to do. I can show it to you. You ever heard of doll? It's called doll armature. Ever heard of it? It's for little plastics. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I have one of those little doll armatures. I'm planning on making it for the what slicer beast, the albino displacer beast. So I'm going to be trying something new out to kind of fix the legs and stuff.
No, armature sounds like something for G.I. Joe action figures.
Yes, dear. So yeah, displacer beast. I finally got like the dual armature for the displacer beast. So See how that goes. Hoping it works. What the heck? You in there. And I'm still trying to make a decision of how I'm going to get the wings out for the gorgeous dragon. Yeah. Jeff cannot work the type of work he used to work anymore. He used to work in warehousing. Can't do it. His back is that damaged. Thanks to the people who are trying to say that he didn't get damaged.
Yeah, no new damage.
Oh, there is new damage though, because your doctor found it. I'm talking about in the infrared thing.
Yeah. I mean, that other doctor keeps up that kind of nonsense that he's trying to pull. Honestly, I think he'll lose his reputation as a doctor.
Not only that, he'll lose his license. See, people don't realize attacking a believer is going to not end well with them.
Never know.
It's not going to end well at all.
That's been our experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about it. We were over in New South Wales at one time.
Yeah.
Someone says, "Oh, you can't." My husband and I were over in New South Wales, and in New South Wales, we always do the mikvah. It's during Yom Kippurim. We ask permission to do the mikvah beforehand. The guy comes out. Now I'm in full garb. The full garb is basically it's what Muslims would wear, but it's a swimsuit. It's a full on what you call full body swimsuit. That's the type I wore. One that didn't show my arms, legs, nothing. He comes out and tells me, you can't go in there with all your clothes on. And I'm like, this is not clothes. This is actually a swimsuit. Do you remember that, dear?
Yeah. Yeah, Karen and Park owner. Manager, beg your pardon.
It was the manager. It was the manager.
Yeah.
And the next week, because he attacked us. He told us that he was leaving he was
no longer going to be manager.
He was no longer going to be manager.
In fact, he didn't tell us. We found out from somebody else in the park.
Yeah. But he was no longer going to be manager.
And that's not the only time. When
had...
my vehicle got damaged that time.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have all the evidence we needed to prove it.
Nope.
He brought along the guy who was against us in court. Brought along the evidence that we needed.
All the evidence.
To prove our case.
To prove our case.
And didn't realize that he was proving our case, not his.
Yep. No, I guess that person did not know nothing about full body swimsuits. Nope. Full body swimsuits is something called, I guess you call them modesty suits. Yeah, you heard correct. I was wearing a modesty suit.
Yeah, as if you're not allowed to be modest when you're out swimming.
Well, I guess everyone's so used to seeing everyone wearing clothes with their legs showing, their tummy showing, their arms showing. So he was expecting that, I guess.
Beats me.
Doesn't matter. I was completely modest. So yeah, that was one time when someone went against us and our beliefs, and Yahweh fought back.
Mm-hmm.
hmm I remember that day.
Yeah. Failed your perception check.
I mean,
Went up against the wrong people.
yeah. So long story short,
As I said, it's not like we do anything.
no.
You know, we just explain, and they disrespect, and we still don't do anything. They just lose.
And the one who made them lose was the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Because he was saying he was going to be there for 2 or 3 more years, remember?
Yeah.
His exact words.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be here for 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah.
I remember when we first went into that park, and we were told, at the time we were completely homeless, and we're like, do you have a place to stay at the park? They said, well, no. And then she said, oh, wait a minute, yes we do. They were going to push us out. It didn't work that way. So, yeah, Jeff and I been through a lot in our marriage and life.
I'd live in a caravan with an annex again if I had to.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm much more of a minimalist than you.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to use your CNC.
No. But being a minimalist, I'd be able to say hire a shed or something nearby. Use that.
So, yeah, that's one thing I remember, where the Almighty protected us 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
The first time was actually when we were living in Ipswich at the time. Jeff was working this job, and someone crashed into our car.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff had to go get what you call a what is that car?
We went to the small claims tribunal, and I had to get a rental.
He had to get a rental
I had to
car
get a rental because I had to be at work the next day,
yeah.
and I couldn't drive my vehicle.
Nope. So he got into he went to a small tribal.
Small claims tribunal. I did not go to a small tribe.
No, I was trying to say the right word. Small.
We do have small tribes here,
tribe,
but they don't have anything to do with setting the laws.
But yeah, he had to go to that situation.
The Small Claims Tribunal is a judicial
It's
thing.
a judicial thing over in Australia.
It's used for claims under a certain amount of money, basically, and you go in and there are 3 magistrates who decide the case.
I remember when we went in, Jeff and I prayed. And the way we prayed was show the truth from the lies.
And you don't have lawyers, you represent yourself.
Yes. Yep, he had to reimburse us. He had to, but what's interesting is he was trying to put it on us. He was. And he couldn't because it was their fault.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, the judge heard the whole case because he had the information, we didn't. Only thing we lost was Saturday and Sunday reimbursement.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, if I'd been let go early from work like I wanted to, I could have been able to return the rental vehicle Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
As it was, I had to keep it 2 more days.
Yeah.
So you know, so I even offered to knock that off, and he still didn't want to accept that, did he?
No, he didn't want to, but the judge did.
The justice thought I was being a nice bloke for knocking the amount of my claim down. You know, right there, you know, he considered I was being fair and generous, and the other bloke wasn't. It's like, he said, because he said to the judge, it's his job to try to recover. You know, it's his job to recover his losses. And the judge just said to him, which is what he's trying to do.
Yep.
You know,
the judge was not happy with the guy.
No.
He was trying to do a lie. He was trying to lie himself out of there. But I love the prayer we did, and Yah just protected us. He took care of us. It was amazing. So, like I said, you don't treat believers like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same situation with this. It's the same situation with this court case we're going to be going to. It's going to be in our favor because
if I get a chance on the day, I'm going to ask the judge to say, "Hey, can you put a little note in there to tell Centrelink to try to, you know, not give with the right hand and take with the left hand?"
Yeah, we'll pray that in too.
Because they're going to try to claim, oh, well, we shouldn't have paid you all that money all this time.
No, they shouldn't do that, but they'll try.
Yeah, of course they will.
I mean, come on. When you go on vacation, let's say someone goes on vacation for about a month, they won't pay you. Even though you're on vacation. And you look for work while you're on vacation. I think that's ridiculous.
Well, that's not the point I'm making, though.
Well, I know, but I'm giving you another example. You and I were discussing about going on vacation somewhere.
Yeah.
Out of country for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, when you jump around like that in the conversation, you confuse the people.
True. Sorry. My husband and I have been discussing about going on vacation when all is said and done. We're just going to take a month off from Australia. That's what we discussed.
Yeah, but if we do things right, we should be able to have enough money to not have to worry about Centrelink ever again.
Oh, yeah.
But the point I was trying to make was that this is payment for damages. This is not income.
No, this has never been income.
Okay, and they're probably going to want to try to say, oh, here's your money for your damages. Oh, that's income. Oh, well, then you have to give it back. Because we shouldn't have paid you. I'm like, no, it's not the same thing, dude. You know, you can't make the whole thing null and void.
I mean, you're already still paying Centrelink for some for their mistake.
Hmm.
For their mistake.
Yeah.
And they're saying that he had to pay him back. And I think that goes until March.
Yeah, it's rude.
So, yeah, we're going to talk to Centrelink, or we're going to talk to someone. Because that shouldn't happen.
No.
If you're getting paid for damages, Centrelink shouldn't pocket it.
Yeah, it shouldn't turn around and take it back off you. They're saying, "Oh well, that's actually income," and you.
It's not income.
No.
Never was income.
No. And the funny thing is, do you know what?
What?
If the group, I'm not going to name names because that's not fair, but if the people I was working for at the time, okay, if they had agreed to let me continue working there and be retrained, I would have accepted the original payout. I would have accepted it. I would have said, "Yeah, I got what I want. I'm still working. Got myself a permanent job out of this. Everything's fine."
But they didn't.
But they didn't. They refused to employ me.
Yep.
I was like, it's not like I'm stupid. It's not like you don't need more salespeople. But you want to handle it that way, then I guess I'll handle it this way. Here we are.
And they think they're going to win, but they're not.
No, they've been badly misled by their own doctor.
Not only that, by the lady who said that she was pregnant only 6 months when she told us she was 8 months pregnant.
And you saw her. What do you think?
She was 8 months.
There you go.
She was 8 months.
I noticed the advice that I got from our lawyers states 6 to justify both properties. It's so funny.
Yeah, well, it still was 8 months.
I know, I get it. Because, I mean,
because she said, her exact words is, "I'll be giving birth next month."
Yeah. I mean, the only reason, right, to change your story is because it helps your case.
It tries to prove, oh, you weren't working when you were 8 months pregnant.
Well, see, here's the thing. When you're lifting heavy stuff,
that's not good for a baby.
It doesn't matter. That's not the point I'm making. When you're lifting heavy stuff, apparently under Australian law, you can continue to do that kind of thing up until 6 months pregnant.
Yep.
After that, you're not considered useful.
Yep.
Right? You can still go ahead and try it if you want. That's up to you. But you're not considered useful. And so that helps our case because, and this is why I think they tried it, because if she says, 6 months, well, then you were helping. But if it comes out that it was actually 8 months, there's under Australian law, you cannot possibly have been helping. You can't have been.
And she moved away so fast. This is what she told me. She moved away so fast when that thing happened.
Yeah, well, I can't blame her.
Oh, I don't blame her. But I don't like the fact that she tried to lie herself out of it. Because I remember her telling me, I'm like, oh, when's the baby due? I asked her that because I'm a female. Females ask females that question. And she goes, oh, next month. But it's due any time, actually.
Yeah. Okay, then.
It's due any time. So when you say any time, that's like she was about to pop.
Yeah, so changed their story.
Tried to change the story. Guess what? It's not gonna go. But
it's gonna backfire because if that does come out during the trial,
Mhm.
And this is the thing, they were probably told, don't worry, we'll just use this as a bargaining. It won't come out during the trial because it won't be going to trial. I was like, I'm sorry, you're not in charge.
Nope. So we are going to be going to trial. We don't know exactly when.
Like, try to jib me, I'll take it all the way.
Yep.
And even our own lawyers did not expect me to do that. It's like, oh, yeah. It's like, how many people have said, no, it's so much easier if we do it this way. Yeah, I know. Easier,
I know it's easier, but
easier for you is not convenient for me.
it's not convenient for us. And I mean, we've been gypped so many times, and that's what you told your lawyer. We've been gypped so many times. It's time someone y'all will fight for us and
figure it out, people. This isn't happening over and over and over.
He's tired of being the victim.
Yeah.
He's tired of being the victim. And so am I. I'm tired of this whole thing happening over and over and over again. Being the victim. We don't like being victims.
Now, there's been times in my life when I've injured myself.
Yeah.
I haven't sued for those times.
No.
I haven't even thought about it. It's like, oh, gee, I was stupid, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like me. I've hurt myself. I've never hurt myself to the point.
I mean, I could have made a case for a couple of those injuries. I could have. All right. The ladder falling on me. Okay. Mostly my fault. Didn't set the feet properly. But why wasn't there someone else there to help me?
Yeah, that's true. You could still have gotten them too. But...
Okay. Years ago, someone in a forklift drove over my lunchbox. Right? Could have made a case, but I was like 19 at the time, didn't know anything about the law. Just tried to get someone to pay for it, and they said no. And I went, oh well, I guess that's that. And I was working labour hire then, so I wasn't even back there the next day.
Yeah.
The time when the four-wheeler rolled over me, okay, maybe I should have just rode it down to the bottom. But I could certainly have gotten in for faulty equipment. But again, in that particular instance,
you were being stupid.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, in that particular instance, all of my medical expenses were paid and I didn't have to pay a cent. So I thought, oh, okay, it's fine. You know? If I'd had to pay medical expenses, though, I think I would have had something to say.
Yeah. Your mom would have, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, there was one person who sued us because they fell off. It was their stupidity. It was them being stupid, but they made us pay for their damages. They fell off of the roof. They went onto the roof. We told them not to go up to the top of the roof. They went to the top of the roof, and then they fell down and broke their leg.
That's when you countersue for trespassing.
Well, no, the person was supposedly my friend.
Huh.
Supposedly. That was years ago. Actually, supposedly my sister's friend, to be exact. My sister did not want her sued. So we got sued instead. So yeah, it's been, we don't like being victims. Both Jeff and I don't.
No, we're not putting up with it any longer.
Nope. So, long story short, they shouldn't have done what they did, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. We are right now dealing with the lawyers. And when we win, we don't have to pay for the court.
No. If we get the amount that our lawyers have listed as advisable to the judge, assuming the judge even reads that, I can't imagine why they wouldn't though.
I think he's going to go over it.
Possibly, who knows?
But we'll see. Y'all's in control, not us. So that's story about what is it right now in Australia. We go to magistrates. We go to, instead of going to court, we go to court, but they call them magistrates here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Audie. I mean, you were really upset when that whole thing happened to Jeff, just as much as I was. Then to top it off, he re-injured his back for a little bit, trying to get out of his dad's chair. Didn't like that either. And then to top it off, I was sleeping. No, it wasn't because I wanted to hurt him, okay? But he was sleeping, I was sleeping, and in my sleep, I must have put a lot of pressure somewhere that I should never have done.
You went to put your hand down on the bed to roll over.
Yeah, and
but instead you put it directly on my hip and pushed down hard.
I didn't know where I put it. Well,
and the hip is right next to
where the back is.
Yeah.
And he let out a howl. That woke me up with a start. I'm like, what did I do? And then after that, I was going to sleep right next to my husband until he was well. So I was sleeping at the end of the bed. His head was at the head of the bed, and I was at the end of the bed, just so I didn't do any hurting anybody. Because people don't realize how strong I am. I'm a strong person. I can still lift really heavy items, although I shouldn't, but I can. Right, dear?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So I didn't damage him, but I did cause him pain when I was asleep. You know, I was trying to roll over like I normally do, and that time I had hurt my husband. I was so angry and livid at myself. You can ask my husband on that one. And I kept trying to figure out a way where I could still sleep with my husband, but not hurt him. And how that happened is I went to the bottom of the bed. He was at the top of the bed. His head was at the top, and my head was at the bottom of the bed. And that's how Jeff and I slept during that time for him to heal. And it worked, didn't it?
It did too.
And I still, and I told you I loved you and all that, and we worked everything out.
Yeah, it did.
That's one thing about marriage. You give and you take, and sometimes you have to give, and sometimes you have to give 100%. Sometimes you have to give 90%. Sometimes you do 50-50. Sometimes you do 70.
Technically, it's 100-100.
Normally it's 100-100. So you both give each other.
Each people are giving 100%.
Yeah. But there are times you have to do the other. You put your all in, and he puts his all in. And that's how marriage goes. My husband and I have been married for going on 12 years now. Yeah, 12 years. In May. Still best marriage of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though I have a fat lip, even though I have a black and blue bruise on my chin, even though I have a few other things, Jeff still calls me beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I don't look beautiful. He goes, yes, you do. I'm like, honey, it doesn't matter. It's so beautiful. That man makes me cry. By the way, they're not sad tears. Happy tears. I married a good man. Yeah. Doing all the Y's on here. I'll show you. It's really pretty. You know, my other camera wouldn't even catch this, guys, but look how pretty that is. You can actually finally see the coloring. You can even see the, if I can bring this up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. You were there. Yay! And look at how clear that is. I love this new camera. Do you see it? Do you see the Y? That is amazing. I love this camera. Now I can show up the close-ups without really panicking about, oh no, this is not showing up. Oh, it's only showing half part. Oh no. I wanted to show the true thing. I still have to do those wings for the dragon. I do have wire now that I can make into the wings, which will be good. I have to draw out the wings so I can do the wiring. They will have little, what is it called? Not foots, but what's the word I'm trying to find? Little spokes. My other camera didn't do that, did it? You have a close-up of what I'm doing. Now, I mean, look at the colors now. I love my new camera. It actually does the work for me. Oh, marbles. Even the camera when I was living in Clifton didn't do that, I don't think.
Probably not.
Nope, didn't. Come on, baby. Stick to this. We will let you know when my husband and I will actually do the move, because we will be moving. This time, I'm about sure we'll be moving.
Mm-hmm.
Before
this
we
time,
did.
though, we will take our time moving.
Oh, yeah.
Not be bullied into just going, oh, you need to shift.
Yeah.
And we'll pack it up our way, our terms, and save money.
Yeah. It's not going to be everybody else's ways.
No.
It'll be our own way of getting there.
We will pack everything that we can carry ourselves.
Yep.
Into the ute. Take it out. Drop it off.
Yep.
Arrange it. Go back. Do it again.
We also are planning on putting a shed out, not only for the girls, but a little shed to put all my extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you there? Pink doesn't belong there. And we will, yeah. Jeff and I talked about this dozens of times of what we plan on doing. And
Well, the simplest thing would be to get permission to get a shipping container on the place in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Drop it off here.
Mm-hmm.
Pack everything into it.
And then move it.
Then move it. Yeah, all in one day.
And leave the things that we want to sell here.
And so the only time we will need people to lift stuff will be the last day. As in, the last day we go, all right, we're going to hire someone. They're going to take the bed out to the shipping container. It'll be the last thing packed in the shipping container.
Yep.
And the first thing out of the shipping container. So, okay, we're here. Carry the bed, carry the desk, everything upstairs, all the heavy stuff, get it out of our way, put it in place where we want it, and then you guys are done. We'll take care of the rest.
And we plan on getting a new bed too. Jeff and I have been discussing that too. We're going to get a queen size bed. We're thinking of getting one that's almost like a water bed, but we're not sure. We're not sure yet on
Well,
that.
waterbeds are bad for your back. That's been proved.
Huh?
Did you say waterbed?
Yeah.
They've been proved to be bad for your back there.
Oh, then what was it that we were going to get?
Memory foam.
Memory foam. And also where it moves it up and down for us, so we don't have to get up and down. We were thinking of those, weren't we?
True. Those are possibly beyond the budget. Because they're $30,000 each.
Oh. Oh, we weren't going to go
talking
that high.
The tiltable hospital beds in a queen size bed size with individual tilts on it,
No, I don't think it was that one.
Well,
I think one was about $12,000. That was both the male and the female side. $12,000 for the whole thing. We will definitely get in our bath. It's a Chinese Japanese bath, so well, it's a Japanese bath. We're going to be getting that. We'll be getting that. Best, and that's what I'm going to say. Best buy ever. And that's going to be about $7,000 right there. But it'll be the best buy ever. Even my husband agrees on that one. Because then you don't have to worry. You know, if you want to take a bath instead of taking a shower, you can take a bath. And the bath is a stand-up bath or a sit-down bath. And the sit-down bath is not like the modern, what's the word I'm trying to say?
It's like an upright Japanese bath. Research that and you'll find out.
Well, I already showed it to Audie.
Well, then there's no problem.
So it's an upright Japanese bath. That will be amazing. There'll be no more pain in our back or anything like that. Will there?
Not from that anyway.
Yep. So yeah, my husband and I talked about this several different times of what we want to do. Did I miss a U? Yeah, I did. I missed a couple U's. I'll have to fix the U's. Okay, it's not sticking. Have you ever dealt with that before where you're like, why isn't it grabbing anything? It's not sticking because there's no more stick. We have a little bit more left to do on this for the Y's because I have some Y's on the bottom right here. Y's and Y's and Y's. And then I have this side to do. And then I have this one to finish with the Y's. After that, we're done with the Y's, and then we go to the next color. And we might not do that until next week, probably. Depending on how I feel. I might go right back to doing clay. It really, truly depends on how I feel. Today, I needed to have something light. Just like Audie mentioned, I went through the ringer. I guess you could say I went through the ringer. And I got injured. And yeah, long story short. That one thing I learned is don't use too much of a good thing is too much. Trust me when I say that. When you agree, Earhart?
Gotta throw the rest of that out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I know you didn't want to, but I think we're gonna have to.
Well, it's gone off by now, even in the fridge.
Oh, it has?
Well, you think about it. Okay, it's been more than 2 days.
Definitely been more than 2 days.
Well, it might not have gone off because it's egg and sugar. It's xylitol. And that kind of stuff is a preservative. But honestly, do you want to risk it again just to save that little bit of scrappy egg?
Not really, and we can try it again, but this time not as much xylitol.
No, I'll use a different method for stiffening the peaks. I think I'll add some whipping cream to it.
Yeah, whipping cream will probably be better. We can add a little bit of sugar or a little bit of xylitol, but not that much. Oh my word, I never want to go through that again. No way. I learned my lesson. My body says, I'm going to listen to my body. Because it warned me that there was just too much xylitol for my liking, and it didn't like it. Yeah, it is confusing. It's quite confusing when the wax runs out. It's like, I've been watching a lot of Chris Ramsey, but it's just basically the puzzles he does. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he does puzzles. And I love watching him do the puzzles. Like they even have one where you can do the puzzle on the online type of thing. I was watching him doing puzzles. Only thing I don't like about Chris Ramsey's videos is he always uses his middle finger when pointing to things, so I'm not sure what that all means. But yeah, love watching him doing the puzzles, though. Love him solving them. He gets these puzzle boxes and stuff like that. It's really interesting. He did one last night that was really interesting for me. Well, not last night. It was originally 2 years ago. But he did a puzzle where he was going into the future. And this was actually a puzzle box that UK sent to him. And he did that. And wow. That's all I can say as well. I think Jeff would enjoy looking at the puzzles.
That possibly is.
I'm not saying he's a puzzle person himself, but he gets along with puzzles, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's where you went. I was wondering where all these pinks were coming from. One of these pinks is missing. Yeah, it was quite interesting. I enjoyed watching it. I did. I enjoyed watching it. I'm just double checking I have to remind myself we are not in our own home. We're over at your dad's. And he loves listening to, I'm not sure what he loves listening to. Anything with guns and knives and right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but one thing I gotta tell you, there's one thing we got nice. We got an air fryer. Haven't used it yet, but we got an air fryer. For real. Been wanting to try out an air fryer. Jeff and I talked about it several different times. We wanted to try out an air fryer. Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's supposed to cook a lot better and a lot more healthy than normal frying. So we're excited about that. So we got an air fryer. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to leave in by 11 o'clock my time. Went from 9 to 11. I said 2 hours. Didn't I, dear?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keeping track. So I'm going to get all the Y's done, I think, is what I'm going to do today. Oh, 3 messages. I wonder what they are. I'll have to check later. That's my phone going off telling me I have 3 messages. So, yeah. Now we'll do the little Y's on the very bottom. And then we have this one right here to do. Yeah, it's been... Wow. I don't quite understand that. Why does it say W when it could be it's something else, but it's a W is what it says. But yeah, when we move, we're going to move on our own accord. We'll be moving and putting our stuff in our things as we want, not be rushed out. That'll be nice to actually be able to do that. Hold it, dear. Pardon me. As you can tell, there's only this much of the Y's to do. Show it. Oh, baby. Get closer. There you are. See the Y's? That's all that's left to do are the Y's, which is awesome. Now, everyone ask me what I do with my extras. Well, one, I could keep them for other diamond paintings if I wish. Two, I sometimes put them in my resin pieces. Three, I sometimes put them in my clay pieces. I'll give you an example of resin pieces. Okay, here's something I made in a resin piece. Remember these things right here? Those were in here, I'll show you. That's better. Those were in one of those type of things there. I decided to wrap it around a thing like this. And don't worry about the dollars and signs there. But that's what I did there. Just to give you an example of what I do with them when they're done. So let's go back and work on these guys. And yeah, I am going to be revamping my channel. My husband is still doing schooling unless he calls the school company. I think on Monday, won't it be, hun? Because they kind of lied to him.
Who kind of lied to who?
Your school.
Yeah. I'm still thinking and praying about what to do there.
I still think because you've only been in it for less than a month, you could easily get your money back. Or at least half of it back. So just keep going like this. I am going to keep working on trying to get my YouTube better and better. I still am going to do a lot of different artworks and stuff like that. I'm into art. I love art. I've always been an artist. Sketching, learning different things, and I want to be well grafted or what's the word I'm trying to find here? Well balanced, I guess is the word. Well balanced. My goal is to be very well balanced. Because like I said, I really did right now, I really think I do need to revamp my channel. I still will do diamond painting, don't get me wrong, but I also will be doing clay work. I will be doing resin work. I will be doing cricut work. I'll even do crochet. But because I don't know what my husband's plan is, I can't actually do Wednesday. Because I don't know if he's going to still continue with schooling or if he's going to change to something else. I don't know. Depends on a lot of things. He was trying to do the schooling so he could try and get another type of job where he can actually work at home or work in an office. That's what he was trying to do. And I don't know if he's going to make that or not. Because the type of in his schooling has him doing computer information type of stuff, and that's not what he applied for. He applied for data analyst. Well, a data analyst is not a computer programmer, but they're trying to get him to do computer programming, and that's one thing he doesn't do. He never wanted to do computer programming. So he's right now at a standstill of what he wants to do. He does want to finish. His books. Get a cover artist and start selling his books. That's what he wants to do. I know my husband fairly well. And I know what his desire really is. Right, dear?
Mm-hmm.
He really wants to finish his book. It's a 8-book trilogy. Am I right? 8 book?
It's not. You've just made a category error right there.
Okay, what is it?
A trilogy is always, by definition, a 3-book.
Okay.
Always 3. That's the definition.
What is it called then? An 8-book something.
Just call it a series, or I don't know what to call it, but it's a collection.
8-book collection.
It's an 8-book collection that tells one story.
There is a story from the husband. There's a story from the wife. There's a story from another character.
Mm-hmm.
Is Starlight going to be in that collection? Because that's a side quest or a side book. Is that going to be in the collection? I'm doing well on time because I'm looking at the time and I'm like, oh, good. I'm actually keeping up on time. I'll have this all done in the time frame I said I was going to get it all done. So I did 2 symbols today. The Y, which is a lot of symbols, by the way. Y is a lot of symbol. And then there was the and I'm trying to figure out how everyone else does those things where they can go and show their farms and stuff. I don't have those unique type of devices like GoPro Pro or anything like that. I just don't have that. My Coolpix died, so I can't use my Coolpix. So I don't have a Gold Pro or anything like that. So I don't know how to show when we're moving and how the move is and what it's going to look like and all that. Oh, it is a beautiful color. Yes. It is an absolute beautiful color. I love this color. It's a blue. I love blues. Blue's my favorite color. Although, black and blue is not my favorite color. Jeff was doing a little joke one time, and then I was like, "It's like you have black and blue all. You have black and blue on your lip, black and blue, different places, and that's not my favorite color." We're almost done with the color blue. We're almost done. We are almost done. What am I doing here? Thank you. So we have this much left, and I can get it done in 8 minutes. We're going fast. Don't time me. I do plan on having that queen size bed spread I'm making for our bed to be done this year. By, if possible, winter this year. So, yeah, that's a goal of mine. That goal will be continued. I do plan on having that done. And I plan on having a very unique border around it when it's all done. I have a way I'm going to put them all together. Yeah, it is out. You'll see. You'll see soon enough. I look horrible. Jeff says I still look beautiful, but I look horrible. In my eyes, it's horrible looking. Come on. It looks like someone punched me, actually. But no one punched me. I'll let you know that now. No one has touched me. So, one last one. Yay. One last one. I wonder what happened to the U. Do I have the U? Yeah, and I should still have U's. I'll have to look. Okay, I have 2 U's I didn't get touched. 3 U's. Actually, if I remember right, I didn't have enough U's at all. So I might have to use something else. So yeah, I think that's why I did that. Okay, I remember now why I didn't do the U's. I tend to agree. Well, all the dark blues are done for now. This one one's not dark blue and this one is not dark blue, which I'm going to have to put somewhere else. But all the dark blues are done. Woo! We're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, true. Okay, so I did it in 4 minutes before it was done. I did it all, guys. I got that little section done. I got all those blues done. I'm so happy. So I don't have to deal with the Ys anymore. But I am going to keep these for like resin or something else. So Y is done. Woohoo! Equals are already done. This is too big. That won't work. So anyway, I think I am going to sign off because I do have 3 minutes, and then I'm going to send you the link to show you the end result. There. Now I can go back to chat. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. A lot will be happening this year. No confusion there. I'm just going to send something. There's something. I hope that's the right one. Seems like it is. And yeah. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and comment. I would love to hear you guys' comment on the gorgeous snowflakes, also on the whole conversation we had and everything like that. Many blessings and shalom, everyone. We'll talk to you later on. Bye.